been a minute since I've done the weekly reads on stream. I've been kind of just all over the place and working. I've been sick for a little bit, came back. I'm cool. But we're gonna be doing weekly reads right now. Plus, I got some comic books that I ordered that I got right next to me. I'm gonna be showing y'all some of those as well. But in the meantime, first up, let's get to these weekly reads, man. I'm excited about this stack. This is the stack of weekly reads that I got for you right here. I've been reading all week. I'm just excited about this stack. Now, honestly, I'll be real. Some of this I probably won't remember because I read so many different books. I don't. I don't. I'm just going off of memory, and my memory is trash. But we're gonna make it work, baby. We're gonna make it work. Let's get to the first one. First weekly read, man. The book that I've been excited about this whole time I've been collecting books for this month alone. This month and last month. We're talking about Mr. Monster #2. Now, this book here is dope. It's about this kid who has this superpower. Not really necessarily a superpower, but it's about this. They call him is it Hemo Boy? Hemo Boy, I think is what they call him. And he has this he's disfigured. He has this kind of like what's the word? He has a normal body, but his head is shaped like a blood bank bath. I mean, blood bank like sack of blood, like a blood pint bag or whatever. And he is trapped into this church vibe, kind of this church kind of thing is going on. More like it's becoming a cult. It's becoming a cult, and his fit reminds me of Mermaid Man, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy right here, Mermaid Man right there. That's hilarious. Um, but yeah, he's in this kind of church vibe, ran by his mom, who was a cult. She's trying to put this cult together, and but she's bringing the cult together in with the power of healing, right? But in the midst of the healing, she's using the like people will come up to her with some disease, right? Like this dude had like I think he had like cancer or something like that, right? He had cancer or something, or maybe like it was something I don't know, something less. It might have been cancer. I don't remember. Either way, he came up with something, and he wanted her to like pray the pain away or something from him, and she had her son who was this just got a face full of just like I said, he's like a blood bag of just fresh blood or whatever. She told her son to do what he does, and he like attaches himself to the dude and pretty much transfusions the blood out and gives him like new blood with other stuff in him, and it cures him of the cancer, right? But it also begins to like it cures him for a little bit of time, for a little bit. It cures him for maybe like 2 days or something, and then he starts to mutate like really fast, and the patient starts to mutate, and he becomes like his face starts to melt off, and turns to like this monster, right? And so the monster dude at this point goes to Mr. Monster and asks for help. And Mr. Monster ends up helping him. I'm not going to really spoil the whole ordeal, but worth checking out for sure. It's not a hilarious book, but it is a pretty funny book. I could tell what he was trying to do. It's a really subtle humor in the book. Mr. Monster #2. It's an older book. If you get a chance, check it out. It's funny. The artwork is amazing. I'm a big fan of what they doing with Mr. Monster. I'm locked in. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? This is an older book. I find the rest of them, but I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? Next book after that, we talking about Deluge. Deluge. This is the Ignition Press. We talked about this last time. I read issue 1. Really interesting concept. I like the idea. Colin Bunn. I wasn't the biggest fan of Colin for the longest, but with this book, he might got me again. You know what I mean? Not bad. First book, you find out that there's this monster. You find out in this that this you take the first book takes place in this woman's prison. All right, in the woman's prison, you get introduced to all these characters. Eventually, some reason they find out that there is a major flood coming. Right, the flood hits. It floods the prison, and the women are trying to get out of the prison. Okay, while they're trying to get out of prison, there's a monster in the water. What this monster is, where it came from, nobody fucking knows. It just takes the point of there's a monster in the water, which is a great point. All right. We watch a lot of horror movies and people want all these answers. What you want all these answers for? Just get the fuck out the house. You know what I mean? Why is it here? What is it doing? You're not gonna be thinking about that when you're trying to leave, motherfucker. That's exactly what this book is about. It's about the women in the jail during some kind of monster invasion in the water. Everybody's panicked and not worried about what the fuck it is. Let's just get out of this, bitch. We know it's something in here. We leave and we find out later. All right. Deluge is good. It's a good book, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was entertaining. He really put the place of reality in the book, which is good. Like I said, they more focused on getting out and then trying to explain this later rather than let's try to figure this out now. What happened? Why is the monster attacking us now? No, let's get out and then we'll figure that out. Okay, let's get to a safe place. Then we'll figure that out. I said safe place, like jail is safe. All right. Either way, that's next book after that. We're talking about Aftershock, Beyond the Breach. Now, Beyond the Breach is cool. I like it. I enjoy it. I read this yesterday, actually. I forgot her name. I'll be honest with you. I forgot the main character name, but this main character, she's driving. It takes place first page. She's driving down a road, and she just found out that her boyfriend has been cheating on her with her sister. God damn, with the sister, you know? And he's calling her, trying to get her attention, trying to get her to pick up the phone. She's not doing that. She's pretty much leaving, right? And she's driving down this road. She gets into a car wreck, right? And she like in a way something flashes in her eyes and she gets into this car wreck. This is during the day now. She gets into this car wreck, and when she crawls out of her car, she see all these kind of like monsters out and about and attacking people on the streets and pulling people out of their cars and eating people and all this good stuff. She ends up hearing this kid that was yelling in the car. She jumps into the car hoping to get away, but the car won't start, and I think she couldn't find the keys or something like that. And the kid is just yelling in her ear the whole time. She's like, just be quiet. Just be quiet. We're trying to get out of here. And eventually she gets the kid and she runs, and they're running. As they run, they find out they've run into this like bathroom thing, right? And they run into the bathroom and they just sitting there trying to be quiet and she's protecting the kid. She's like, just stay in here with me. I don't want you to go out there and get hurt. Eventually, they go out, and while one of the monsters is about to attack them, I can show you. This little dude at the bottom left right there, little monster dude. I'm trying to get the glare off of there. Right there. He has like some kind of weapon. I skipped a step. When she got out of the car and see the monsters for the first time, she sees monsters, and then she sees these little dudes right here, this little guy fighting the monsters, right? And they got like weapons and sticks, like spears, like stabbing the monsters and killing them and stuff. So one of the monsters was just about to attack her. The little dude she took the spear from the dude, stabbed the monster, killed the monster. She grabbed hand of the little guy, the little monster dude too, and they ran to the bathroom. Now I don't know why she exactly did that. I'm assuming because the monsters are trying to kill them and the little guy is trying to kill the monsters, that she assumed that the dude is good. It comes off very like a darker version of Gremlins in a way. All right, because the little monster dude, he pretty much acts kind of like a Gizmo in a way, which is cool. They run outside, and there's this big ass monsters, like an elephant sized monster, like huge, right? She still got the boy and the little dude. They don't give the little dude a name, so his name is Gizmo for right now. And she grabs the little boy and Gizmo, and they run outside, and they have to confront this big ass monster. The monster grabs the little boy and eats what appears it appears that he eats the little boy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Do I hope that the little boy is eaten? Probably. I do. I do. You know why? Because I didn't think the book would go that way. Do I think the monster ate the boy? No. But it definitely appears that he has. Now, if he did, I ain't gonna front. I'm cheering this book on because they actually pushed that bar. They went that way, a way that is not typical. You know what I mean? But if he didn't eat the boy, I ain't mad. It's still a good book. I'm gonna have fun with it. I got 3 more issues of that to read. It's a 4-part series. So that is Beyond the Breach. Check that out. Next after that, something that's really interesting. I'm actually put the mic down for this because I got 2 of these. I'm excited. I didn't know. Okay, so this okay. Don't judge. Okay, all right. don't judge me for this. All right, I picked these up mainly because I bought a series previous to this called Dark Oz, right? And I started this series here because it was Dark Oz happened after the events in this book, and it is called Oz. It's just called regular Oz. You got this, got Pumpkinhead right here, and the Scarecrow on here, right here, and I'm already judging. Listen. These are fun, yo. They pretty much take the Wizard of Oz story and make it dark. Is it wicked? It ain't nothing like wicked. Ain't none of that shit. Fuck all. Now we talking about dark. We talking about people getting stabbed, blood. We talking about heads being chopped off. We talking about all that shit in these books. They getting it in. It's an all-out war. So what happened is, if I remember correctly, what happened to Oz specifically is Dorothy and Toto, they are, if I remember correctly, they're still in Oz somewhere. They're back in Oz somewhere. And in this new chapter of Oz, this specific run of Oz, a new group of people get stuck in Oz. So they end up finding like some book or something, and they open the book, and there's like a tornado coming out of the book, right? The tornado picks up the people that open the book, and they take them to Oz, and they're stuck there. They land, and they got to fight Munchkins off the rip. Like they don't get a chance to breathe really. Munchkins just come out, start got knives and spears and shit. They trying to get to it, right? And you find out a little bit about, not so much about Dorothy right now, but you find out that she was there, or she was there, one of the two. Not necessarily confirmed, but she was there before, and she can go back and forth. She can go hang out, or I think she might just be stuck there or something like that. She might be like the queen or something. But she's there, and they go in and they trying to find whomever. Now, they're trying to get out of Oz, of course. And if they do that, it's 3 people that go in, 2 dudes, 1 girl. The dudes get separate from the girl. The girl ends up finding the Pumpkin Knight right here, this Pumpkin King dude right here, who ends up trying to protect. He ends up saving her life from the Munchkins, right? But they end up getting separated. The 2 dudes get injured. They walk into this town, and they find that the housing of the town was all fucked up. Like they would it's like holes and half of houses and stuff, because the people that attacked them earlier, the Munchkins that attacked them earlier, along with a group of werewolves, kind of monster dudes, ran through that town, right, and destroyed everything. It was just eating people and killing people. So the 2 dudes go into this town because one of them got hurt. They find this doctor that's a Munchkin, and he helps them with medical attention. He gives them like medical. He helps them heal like a cut in his shoulder or something like that. And he tells them, the Munchkin dude is like, "Look, we can help you get out of here." No. He was one of the dudes like, "How do you get out of here? Where are we?" The whole explanation, whatever. And pretty much, they end up having to go. They end up being told to go follow Yellow Brick Road, and the dudes are like, "You got to be kidding! Like that's not real! Like come on, this is like be for real! Like where can I find help at? Like we need some help for real." He's like, "You got to follow Yellow Brick Road." So they end up getting on the Yellow Brick Road and walking to find Scarecrow, this dude, and I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. I'm curious about Scarecrow, man. I have no idea. But while they're walking to find Scarecrow, the girl is following the Pumpkin King, and he is like like he can manipulate like vines and stuff, and so he's like manipulating vines to like be able to cross over rivers and stuff like that. And he's just walking. They walking forever too. They just walk. They're not following Yellow Brick Road specifically. They just walking somewhere. He's like, I forgot exactly what the mission he was on, but they just walking, and she is protected by him, and she's protected by him, but not necessarily like on purpose. Like he don't give a fuck. He was just trying to fight because he didn't want in that moment her to die, but and he didn't like the Munchkins either. So he was just like, all right, cool. I will help you all, but I don't give a fuck. I'm on a mission. I'm walking this way. I found you because I was walking this way, and that's where I'm going. And and so she's with him, and they're on two different the dudes and the scarecrow and the dudes and the girl on two different separate sides of Oz, and they on their own separate mission. I'm assuming that at some point they will meet up at some point. I would hope so. I this was lit though. I ain't gonna lie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm not the best at explaining stories, I know, but good time. Next up to that, next after that on the weekly reads, we got a book that I didn't think I was gonna really like as much as I did. Roach Mill. Roach Mill. Like, look, look, I know the name is crazy, okay? And by the cover of it, it doesn't look that entertaining. I'll be honest with you. I picked this up and I was like, this can't be that entertaining. It can't be that good. It like like come on. But it's called Roach Mill. I gotta buy it. You know what I mean? I gotta buy it. You know what I'm saying? I bought it. It's about this dude that's an exterminator that's been framed for a kill. Okay, this is far into the future, so it's a dude that has been he's an exterminator, right? And you go into this world full of like aliens and stuff. This dude is an exterminator. He has roach arms. Okay, now I know. He has two regular arms and two roach arms, and he's an exterminator. And he's been framed for murder recently, so he's trying to figure that out. I'm having fun time with this Roach Mill. You get a chance, check this out. It should be. You might find that in the dollar bin somewhere. It's interesting. I ain't gonna front. All right, we're coming up on the end of my weekly reads. This next run has been fun collecting. All right, this is something that's like part of my bigger collection, which I think we'll run through at some point together. But talking about Mars Attack. I read Mars Attack number 3, 4, and 5. Now, this is the Dynamite run. I think this is what 2018. Yeah, this Mars Attack run has been fun. It's really short. It's only 5 books in this specific run. It's about a son and his dad getting caught in the middle of a Mars attacks when you can call it the war between the Martians and the humans. Mars attacks. It's the whole thing. So they fly down. They start attacking. His dad is in a nursing home at the time, and he's going to visit his dad in the nursing home. Aliens attack, and they start to invade, and it's almost like overall, that's the whole run. It's 5 books, and it has this relationship between the son and the dad that is what's the word, in shambles in a way. Like the dad is disappointed in the son, and the son knows that the dad is disappointing in him, but he's not really trying to care like that, even though he does. He's trying to show that he doesn't care, but he does. And pretty much they don't really get along like that, but toward the end of the books they start to kindle that relationship of being a father and son. And it's a cute story, bro. I ain't gonna front. It's cool. It's not a heavy read or nothing like that. He got pop problems. Yeah, he got dad issues, and he wants his dad's approval and this kind of thing. And He ends up getting his dad's approval, and it's a whole little wholesome son dad kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Definitely a different turn for Mars Attacks, by the way. Mars Attacks is a comedy, sci-fi. It's not, the books aren't all hilarious, but they aren't all like serious either. So it's cool. It's a pretty well balanced. It's a quick read, easy read, fun read. I had a good time reading it. I didn't expect that in a Mars Attacks, but I have so many different other Mars Attacks to read. I got the original Mars Attacks, which is completely different. But I like the rendition of the Mars Attacks. I like the different vibes that they got going on. It seems like each run is completely different than the other. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. You know what I'm saying? My dad got problems in a good way because I'm always annoying him. Listen, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I need him to go to therapy. All right, no. You go there. My daughter is just so annoying, man. No, this last book on the weekly reads is actually one that I kind of want to tell y'all about. Let me open this up. I want to tell y'all a little bit about it because I'm a little surprised by this book. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me look at a couple pages real quick. Real quick, sunlight. Okay. Okay. Because I was excited to tell y'all about this and I didn't remember what it was. Okay. Island. It's Island. No, Island 731. All right. So Island 731 is I told you about this, I believe, the last time as well. Uh, uh, these people go to this island, he's stuck on this island, and it's a dangerous island. And the island has some crazy stuff on there, like like bats that are half bat, half snakes and shit like that. And they flying around like snakes with wings and lizards that are half rats. You know what I mean? Like it's all this kind of stuff going on. This weird island that they're on, right? This particular issue, they run into, I believe, snakes with wings, and they fighting a snake with a wing. The whole crew, a crew member is missing, and they looking for him. And they end up, so what they end up doing is, in the midst of them looking for this dude, they start digging, right? And they find these skeletons from, they've been there for forever now. And it's a bunch of skeletons out there. And they end up finding them. And now they're worried that their friend not only is missing, but he might be dead, right? And so half of the team, they divide up the team. Half the team goes into the jungle, and the other team goes to the boat. They man the boat because if the boat is fucked up, then they ain't getting off the island at all. They tell them go to the boat. We'll be back in this amount of time. And three more people go into the jungle, and they start to search for their partner. Right, the missing dude. As they get deep into the jungle, they run across uh, um, the snakes and stuff like that, and all this other shit. And they run. I think they come across this random ass goat. I don't remember where the goat came from, but he's in there. He's mad random. And as they walking and they see this goat and they walking, I believe the goat gets eaten by this big ass monster that comes out of the water. And I believe that's where the book ends. I know I spoiled the end of it, but I'm having a good time reading it. I'm having a great time reading Island 3. What is it? Island 731. It's issue number 2 right here. Issue number 1 was fun, quick read, easy read. People on a mission. Let's find our friend, then we can leave. And I don't think their friend is gonna make it. I think their friend has been. I think their friend has been mutated. Like, if I remember correctly, I feel like there's a scientist in the jungle, and he's making these animals, and I feel like the friend that they're looking for is going to be mutated with something else. I think. I don't know why, but the art just reminds me of District 9. They making another District 9, y'all, and that shit gonna be fire. District 9 is underrated as a movie, I think. That's my weekly reads, y'all. That's my weekly reads, man. If y'all get a chance to read any of these, I recommend them. Definitely out of the weekly reads, the top 3 weekly reads, Mr. Monster. Mr. Monster for sure. Deluge, I recommend this. It's a good read. And let's see. Oh, oh. This is a tough one. Now I think about it. Uh, Beyond the Breach. I think Beyond the Breach. These three out of my weekly reads, these would be my top three, man, for sure. Beyond the Breach, man. I don't know if this kid dies, bro. I don't know, but they give off the vibe like the kid got ate. If they did and they with that lint, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. You feel me? I don't know who gonna die next. You know what I mean? This not got me in my feelings. Did it really? Understandably. Understandably. I mean, that movie, is a moment. You know what I'm saying? I like these. I like these picks, except the roach one, only because roaches creep me out and gross me out. It grosses me out. Roach Mill is fun. That's a fun book, man. That's a fun book. Now I'm gonna get y'all to the this mini haul. This is a small haul of comic books that I picked up. I believe between the end of last week as well as some yesterday. I can't say it's a small haul, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some of these books, I would try to go through this relatively fast. I ain't gonna front because some of these books are not the same book, but like, all right, you'll get what I'm saying. Same genre, I guess, or same title to a degree. First up, man, on this right here is Evolution. Evolution. This book is good, man. I'm sure this is gonna be like one of my a really good series for people that are looking for something creative to get into. This is really good, man. I'm having fun with this. This is issue number 5. It's about humans that are going through evolution, but right now, like they talking about humans that are going through. I think they said 500 years or 5 million years. I know it's a big gap of evolution, but like in a time span of like a day. So it's kind of cool. I like that idea, and they're trying to figure out why is it happening and all this good stuff. So I say what sci-fi mystery. Not that bad of an idea. We got Space Ghost number 5 right here. The Space Ghost run has been amazing. I don't see how there's not a show. I'm gonna say that every time I pick this book up. How is there not a show or a movie on Space Ghost right now? I have no idea. We didn't need a Black Adam movie. We needed a Space Ghost movie. The fuck are we doing? All right. All right. All right. My bad. I got mad about that. My bad. All right. Next after that, check it out. We got The Voice Said Kill. Now, this is the issue number 1 right here, 104. I've heard about this book, haven't read it yet. Interested. I like the name. Next up to that, something that I thought was hilarious and be a good read. This is from, I think it's Panic Entertainment. We're talking about a 1 out of 6 series of Tamra. Gotta kill them all. You know what I mean? It's the fact that my cat kept me up. I got 2 cats, if you don't know by now, Rama and Chloe. And Rama kept me up all night the other night. Went to the comic book store the next day, found this book with a cat on the cover, found out that it seems to be a cat on an attack. And I was like, all right, cool. I gotta check this out. So Tama, I'll pick that up, man. I'm gonna have fun with that, I'm sure. Next after that, issue number 4, I believe. Yeah, issue number 4 of Invisible Man. Invisible Man. This has been a small, slow read. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I'm not having a bad time with it, but I'm not having a great time with it either. But it's 4 books. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? I do like what they're doing with the Universal monsters, from the Frankenstein one to the Dracula to Invisible Man and Creature from Black Lagoon. I'm curious on what is going to be next. The Mummy one, I haven't read that yet, but I like what they're doing. I'm going to probably get all of them because I'm a fan of the Universal Monsters. Next after that, I got recommended this by a friend, Ignition Press again. We're talking about No Place. No Place. It seems like this is going to be a new vibe to The Wizard of Oz, except Instead of going into just Oz, you're going into a bunch of different universes. You have the ability to go to a bunch of different ones. And so it's like one person being able to enter in a multiverse of universes. Kind of cool. If I remember correctly, I believe that's what this is about. I'm interested in that. After that, I got possibly one of the coolest comic book covers that I've seen all year, which I will be doing soon. I will be doing coolest covers of the year um sometime soon. But um I'm talking about Save Now. This cover is amazing, dude. Look at this, man. Amazing cover. Issue number 1. Bad Idea comic book. This is one of the things I might, if I like the book, I hope I like the book as much as I like the cover. I will be getting a slab. That's always the thing with me. If I can get it, if I like the cover just as much as I like the book, I get it graded and enjoy it. Now, I told y'all I was a fan of Mr. Monster. I told y'all. Mr. Monster, number 1, Eclipse. This is an older comic book. I bought this recently. I forgot what year this came out of, but definitely excited about this. Be ready for the Mr. Monster part segment of this. We got Mr. Monster number 3 right here. Disregard the price. I ain't paid $30 for this, but it's Mr. Monster. Really disregard the price on all of these. I ain't really pay that price on this. Mr. Monster Eclipse Comics again, number 3. This is a 1985. I picked up a bunch of Mr. Monster books because I'm going to be reading all of them without a doubt. We got Mr. Monster number 4 right here. Eclipse Comics again. Oops, move that over right here. Because Mr. Monster went to do 2 to 3 different companies. He went to Eclipse, I believe he did Dark Horse, and I believe there's one more other company that he was that he produced books for. So Mr. Monster again. Next after that, another Mr. Monster. We're talking about Mr. Monster number 5 right here. Invaders from Mars. I'm thinking this is a spoof off of Mars Attacks, which was like, I gotta get it. You know what I mean? I'm reading Mars Attacks right now. It only makes sense for me to get that book, you know. Right there. After that, we got Mr. Monster number 6 right here. Mr. Monster number 6. It came from, I can't read that. Dang. Let's see what that says up top. What did it say? It came from hell through the rent cycle. It came from hell through the rent cycle. Mr. Monster. Following that, we got Mr. Monster number 7 right here. Number 7. Number 7. Mr. Monster number 8. Dude, this is I would have so much fun reading these, but this is possibly one of my favorite covers of Mr. Monster. Mr. Monster number 9 right here. I actually might buy another copy of number 9 if I could find a better copy of this due to a little bending down here, which is not too bad. I'm going to read it and enjoy it, but I like this cover a lot. This cover is cool. It's Vacation Hell. That's the name of that one. Got this one next, Mr. Monster number 10 right here. I like that cover a lot. 3D. I'm assuming I need 3D glass to read it. I have no idea. It's 6D. You feel me? Next after that, we got the Dark Horse. This is where Mr. Monster went to Dark Horse. Mr. Monster number 1 right here. Mr. Monster number 2. Right? Yeah. Mr. Monster number 2. Mr. Monster number 3. I told y'all, Mr. Monster number 4. I'm excited for these, man. I ain't gonna cap to you. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. This is Mr. Monster Attacks. This is a different kind of thing. I think it's somewhat of a crossover kind of play on it. Mr. Monster Attacks number 1. Again, Invasion of the Mars books. This was, I mean, and then Aliens on this cover. I was reading Mars Attacks. I like, it's perfect. I gotta check this out, see what this is. I'm assuming it's a spoof on Mars Attacks. I'm assuming, which is also a Dark Horse cover, but this was actually a different publishing company. I think that was Sandria, or something like that. But next one after that, you got Mr. Monster Attacks #2. I like this cover a lot too. This is cool. These covers are really cool. I like these. Um, After that, you got Mr. Monster Attacks #3. #3. I like these covers, man. These are dope. With that, man, Mr. Michael T. Gilbert wrote all of Mr. Monster books. I'm a fan. I like what he did. This is all older stuff. Mr. Monster doesn't really have any new issues anymore, but it was that series is fun. I'm on the hunt for the rest of them. I'm gonna get all of them. I'm excited for it. So we got a couple more left, y'all. Again, don't judge me for this. I always say that following this brand, this comic book. I bought this off the cover. I ain't gonna cap to you. And I bought this off the cover as well as I bought it because I'm reading the Oz comic book. And it's called Oz Squad. Oz Squad. I like this cover a lot. It gives that Scarecrow is kind of insane kind of vibe. You know what I mean? I like it. I think it's cool. I think this is book #4 right here. But the Wizard of Oz shit, if I didn't know that it was going, they had a comic book series where it's like dark. If I didn't know that, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna say I can't say I wouldn't have bought it, but that's the only way it's gonna get me in it, being interested in it. Because the Wiz is lit. We all know that the Liz is lit. Okay, the Wizard of Oz, get that out of here. But the Wiz, fire. You feel me? So they changed the tone up on the Wiz, and that's why I like the Wiz a lot. That's one of the reasons why I like the Wiz a lot, because the songs on the Wiz hit. You know what I'm saying? But the other reason I like the Wizard, I like the idea of Wizard of Oz, but I don't like what they did. And these comic books really um, put a different tone on the Wizard of Oz that makes me like it even more. You know what I'm saying? I honestly never watched the Riz Aggressive. Change your life, man. You never watched the Wiz, my G? Listen, you got 2 assignments. All right, get you some Filipino food and turn on the Wiz. It's gonna change your life, homie. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna keep it simple. Following that, you got Scarecrow. Scarecrow got a one-off. He got a one-off, which I'm curious to see what they're doing here. I don't know if I should read this before the next issue of Oz, because this is in that run that I'm reading right now. But I will have to do the research to figure that out. He got his own spinoff right there, Solo Dolo. Following that, speaking of Oz, got Oz. This is issue #3. Here you got the Tin Man on there. You got Oz right here. Got Mr. Lion right there. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about the glare. That's issue #4 right there. You got issue #5 right here. Got the whole gang, you know what I mean? Tin Man, Scarecrow, and the Lion right here. After that, you got Tin Man, issue #1. This is his solo as well. I'm down. I'm in. I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 more books left. All right. Next book up. We talked about it #5 earlier. We talked about Evolution. This book is going to be fun, man. And then following Evolution #6. They got #7, #6 right here. I'm excited about reading both of these or catching up on these series, but obviously you can tell the series that I'm for sure locked in on. I'm locked in on Evolution, Wizard of Oz, or Oz per se, and then we got Mr. Monster comic books that I'm really into. I'm excited for those. But yeah, that's my weekly reads as well as my haul, man. I had a really good time reading those books. I'm looking forward to checking those out. The haul, I'm gonna get through, see what's really popping. I'm gonna show what my count, how many books I got in my whole catalog, how many books have I actually read on the side at one point. I'll fix it in post, but I'm putting on the side right here how many books I read, how many books are in my catalog, and some other information, you know, having fun. Other than that, man, I kind of want to read right now, but we're not, okay? All right, we're not doing that. But thank y'all, man, for letting me talk about my comic books. I appreciate y'all letting me come on here and talk about my comic books because I feel like I'm the only person in the Twitch gang that actually talk about comic books. That I'm talking about. I know us other people out there talk about comic books, of course, but I feel like I'm the only one in our immediate circle. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all.